PathMonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. PathMonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision micro moments with relevant experiences such as case studies, videos, and so much more. Stay relevant to your visitor and increase conversions by 50%. Add PathMonk to your website in seconds. Let the artificial intelligence do all the work. Get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us out on PathMonk.com. On today's episode of PathMonk Presents, I've got a very special guest joining me today. Please welcome Courtney, who is the Senior Marketing Manager at Burnie Group. So for those of you who don't know, Burnie Group is a management consulting firm that helps clients improve their performance by applying innovative strategy, process excellence, and world-class technology. They specialize in strategy, operations, intelligent automation, omnichannel, and contact centuries. Courtney, thank you so much for joining us today. It's an honor to have you on our show.
Thank you for having me, Mariah.
Yeah, absolutely. So for all of our listeners out there, tell us, what does Burnie Group do?
So as a management consulting firm, we work with clients to help them solve their most pressing operational challenges. We help them to improve their organization through innovative corporate strategies, process excellence, and applying world-class technology and automation. And something that makes us unique, which you touched on, is our expertise in omnichannel and contact.
Sweet.
Yeah, something else about Burnie Group is that we were founded 12 years ago, so we celebrated the big 10-year few years during the pandemic, and it's been a good run seeing Burnie Group grow.
That's awesome. Wow, really happy to hear that. That's great. So then for your clients, who was the main industry that you mainly cater to then?
So we cater to a variety of industries, but we sort of specialize in working with financial services organizations, so banking and insurance. We work with some telcos. We work with retailers, and we've actually worked with quite a number of healthcare and long-term care organizations.
That's awesome. Super cool. Now, in terms of your clients, how do they typically find you? You know, what is your top client acquisition channel? Is it mainly digital marketing, inbound, SEO and content, outbound?
So I think it's sort of the nature of consulting firms is that a lot of our work is relationship-based, where it comes from referrals. So our marketing supports nurturing those relationships over time, because often someone will come from having worked with Burnie Group previously, or a referral from someone who has worked with Burnie Group, and then we use our digital marketing as a way of continuing to nurture that relationship and share some of our expertise. And something that we've moved to that's been new this year, in the last couple of years, is event-based marketing. So that's been a great way to bring together our clients and our prospects all in one place so they can talk about topics that are relevant to everybody.
That's awesome. Super cool. So now you talked about that. We're going to switch gears to the website. So what would you say are the major strengths of the website and then areas of improvement for the website?
So I love working on our website. Website marketing has been one of my favorite things to do throughout my career. I think one of our greatest strengths is we did a major website revamp 2 years ago, and I think everything became a lot more sophisticated, a lot more visually interesting, and I'm constantly going back and tweaking. Like if I see something that inspires me on someone else's website, I'll think about how I can incorporate it on ours. So I think one of our real strengths is that I've created a lot of sort of like content journeys. So someone can go from a particular web page, an article, and they can read more similar articles. They can link to our related web pages. They can see more about the authors. So that's something that we had integrated quite recently. So you can see profiles of our team members who've written the content, and then there's easy ways to contact us through our contact forms. But something that's kind of an area of improvement is that I feel like we need something that's going to be like a lead magnet. So a way that we can capture more content, contact information, without just saying, reach out to us. Yeah. So that's still something that we're sort of working on for our website.
Yeah, so you could say that you want to figure out how you can provide them with, you know, these micro experiences where you get them to convert, you could say.
Yeah, it's a different sort of conversion with consulting because no one is going on our website and then buying a $100,000 consulting engagement, but we want them to find out enough about us that they can reach out and already have a sense that we're going to offer something that's relevant to them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So now we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about you as a leader. So with being the senior marketing manager, how does a normal day look like for you?
I do a little bit of everything at Burnie Group. So we have a small marketing team. I have my manager who is amazing in what she does. That's Gail. So shout out to Gail. But a lot of the work that I do is with our team members. So whether it's with our senior leaders and talking to them about what aspects of their practices they want to market, whether it's working with our team members, the consultants, about the areas that they're talking about with clients, and then creating content that's geared towards that. We have a lot of team members who love sharing their knowledge. So we create a lot of thought leadership content. And so I'll spend part of my day editing recent articles, making updates to the website, planning out our latest webinars or in-person events. And other things are just kind of fun things as they come up. Like when we're doing some awards marketing, we recently won a Blue Prism Partner Award for Partner Excellence in Telecommunications in North America. So that was really exciting.
Oh, sir, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's a huge win for the Burnie Group. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's actually our third consecutive win in this category. And last year we won the global award. This year it's the regional award in North America. Still a really exciting win. So when that came through yesterday, that became a fun thing that I could market, share on social media.
That's awesome. Once again, congratulations. And, for the third consecutive year in a row, it really speaks to the testament of Burnie Group overall. So that's incredible.
And it also sort of speaks to the way that we build on our relationship with our clients over time.
Yeah, definitely. So now we're getting close to the end of our interview, and I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. What is the last book that you read?
I'm currently reading All the Light You Cannot See.
Ooh, okay. All the Light You Cannot See. All right. So now, if there were no boundaries in technology, what would be the one thing you would want to have fixed in your role today as a marketer?
I just want to make it so there would never be any glitches in the times when you schedule an email to go out and then you go back to it a few hours later and it just hasn't gone out for whatever reason. Or maybe just something that would just send a little notification like, hey, it looks like you wanted this to go out and it hasn't. Just this little things.
No, yeah. But the little things help too, keeping with more organized throughout the day as well. So I hear you. Now, what is the one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart at this company again? Like going back to your first day, what would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself that I'm going to have so many opportunities to grow. So when I started at Burnie Group, I actually started as the sales and marketing coordinator. And within about 1.5 years, I became a marketing manager. And about 1.5 years after that, I became the senior marketing manager. So when I came in, I had a hard time envisioning what my career path would look like, just because it sort of, I was young. It seemed like where I am right now is where I'm going to be forever. So I would tell myself that I'm going to have a lot of opportunities to think about big picture strategy, and that spending more time with the team, whether it's the marketing team, all of the great support that we have from our website development teams, photographers, graphic designers, everybody, the more time I can spend with all of them, the better my work becomes. So I don't have to be an island in anything I do. And the more time I spend talking to the senior leadership team, the more I get a sense of the things that really make the consulting firm tick. And all of that I can apply to our content to make it better.
No, I love that. I really love that. That's awesome. And from hearing your growth story, I could tell, you've been able to really hone in on your skills to be able to, take ownership of your opportunities to where it's led you now. And I think that's awesome.
And the other thing I tell myself is I can still work on the website. Even if I'm thinking of the big picture strategy, I can still have fun going into WordPress and playing around with design.
Yes, absolutely. So I want to thank you so much for joining us on PathMonk Presents, but I also want to give you the last word. If someone were to forget about everything we've talked about today and about the Burnie Group, what is the one thing you want them to remember overall?
Is this something about Burnie Group specifically or something about marketing?
And so it could be, anything you wanted to remember about Burnie Group and about marketing, however you want it.
I think I'm going to take this in sort of a philosophical approach. The one thing that I'd want to remember is that marketing career is always going to involve a lot of growth because technology is always changing, and that's always going to influence the way that you work. So being flexible and adaptable in your own career, but also in the way that you're marketing your company is really valuable. Like the way that we were marketing 3 years ago before the pandemic, I think is very different from the way that we're thinking about marketing now.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it perfectly, honestly. So thank you again so much for joining us. And for all of our listeners, check us out next week on PathMonk Presents.